look at the upgrade bench anyway. For one thing, we have more Jedi crystals, and it still bugs me about that one Jedi crystal. Ah, good. Yes, I will chat with you. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
You get all oh, this is cute. Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup. Well, you keep staring at me. You see anything you like? Ooh, that's cute. And I like this one. Educated guess from the way you keep staring. This is flirty, but I'm a softie.
A Kinrath pup. It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. Whatever I think about you.
Oh, you're so cute when you're embarrassed.
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind.
That was a sudden shift.
I can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
What do you think I should do? I don't think mastering my emotions is necessary. You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Why are you getting so upset? I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
I won't do anything to hurt you, aside from the occasional pinch on the bum.
I believe you truly mean what you say.
Oh, I do.
Now, but sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises.
Yes,
your power
so
could be a
pinchable.
gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
Oh, is that what you call it? I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
If you show me your path of the light, I will show you mine.
Achuta,
I don't think we have to here. I'd like to see what you have for sale. Just curious if I've forgot. These are actually handy. The standard issue gear for Republic Force and professional soldiers protecting against a variety of gas-based attacks. Very handy to have around. And it's only 100, under 100. It's only 100. I'm going to buy one, as I can hardly buy more than one. We'll probably find some in our travels as well. There's a lot of places where there's gas mines that are just easier to run through than they are to, try and disarm. Oh, right, this was the droid guy. Well, not going to worry about that for now. I might bring the droid back. Wouldn't be a bad thing if he had a little bit more fighting power. We've got a lot more lightsabers, and this gets confusing too, so you need to have them equipped. Otherwise you don't know whose is whose. This is mine, Bastilla's, and Juhani's. And then we picked up those two from the Mandalorian. And we have crystals, but mine first. So this crystal was Bondar. Actually, this is good. Yeah, on hit. Stun. 25% for 2 rounds. Very good. If somebody's stunned, they can do nothing. Rubat is 1 attack, 1 damage. So now we've got critical threat 19 to 20 times 2 on hit. Stun 25% chance and an attack modifier +1. That's pretty nice for just a couple of crystals. And I will just do that since those are the only others. And she's got 4 to 27 is pretty nice. Critical hit only on a roll of 20. Attack modifier +2. Or nothing. And of course Juhani has nothing. Orders repeating. Why doesn't Zalbar have his bowcaster? Oh, he's holding on to 2 swords at the moment, if I remember. And we didn't find anything else. We've done that and that. Now this mission is done. No, haven't found that yet. And I think we did find... Ooh, I shouldn't. No. Sometimes you find more of these underlays and you get to choose. Okay, what did I want to do now? I think I will go and chat with the rest of the crew just to see if I can get anything more out of them. This is my room, I think. Chatting with that just gives me more programming spikes. Juhani, we haven't talked with her for ages.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can stop now. Tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Yes, remember that. The Jedi are not gods. Damn straight, I do look divine in this rose-colored glasses. If that was the case, they seem to be misrepresenting themselves.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
Yes, crush them down, down, down until they become raw. No, that's the wrong speech, sorry. Look at the light side. As long as you do not let your anger influence you, such anger can lead to the dark side. As long as you do not let your anger influence you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence.
True enough.
Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I. it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Alright, well, that chat is out of the way. Hey, I was going to say sugar tits, but that's a bit rude, so I won't. I won't record that. I will say, hey cutie.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me.
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
That's not what I heard. But killing Revan is what you're famous for.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
But you would have killed Revan eventually, right? So Malak did your job for you, or at least you think he did,
As
right?
I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
How about you? You got something to say?
Yes, what's on your mind?
No, I guess you don't.
You got it.
You ready to say something
How
else?
can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Boy, the more I hear about these Jedi, the less I like them. Discouraged, why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love? That kind of dashes my plans.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced. I know I'm not.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms with? You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Well, let's ask her one more time.
How can I help?
Never mind.
Then I suggest we...
Who else is on the team that we can chat with? I'm not sure you can actually progress this one. Don't have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? You don't trust me? It is nothing personal, but I don't feel like it understand anything about me. Yes, same as he said last time. Then I will leave you be until the next time. And I think this discussion's kind of at an impasse until our next...
What can I do?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Circa Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
We'll find your brother, Mission.
I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Yeah, I know that's not going to turn out well. Bleh, don't care your dark side. And that's empty. Alright, you know what? I think I will prep for the journey. But I think I've done enough for the day. So, as always, I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening, and I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. And if you like my channel, if you like my videos, if you like my, I don't know, skill in driving the mouse around the screen, give me the thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.